Hey guys, welcome to another Mofo Minute Plus. All right. Tonight I'd like to reflect a bit on the power of art through social media. I am old enough to remember the days before social media. So kind of tracking it quick and loose seems to have evolved from like chat rooms, like AOL stuff in the 80s and 90s, to sites like Friendster, to becoming a pretty big youth culture / pop culture phenomenon with MySpace. And then quickly onto Facebook, finally letting grandma in on the action. Not to mention Twitter and its incredible ability to alter the geopolitical landscape and provide a haven for whiners. To where we're at now, with obviously Instagram and TikTok and the slew of other outlets that, again, I am too old to even be aware of. It's also a great repository for butts. If you want to see butts, look no further than social media. It makes sense, we all like butts, right? Stands to reason that with great power comes great butts. But as we know, it's used for other stuff as well. I primarily use it to share my art and videos like these. But I also love receiving art from others, absorbing it, appreciating it, reflecting on it. And it's there where I think you find some real magic. I've touched on this idea in other vids, how one of my favorite aspects of social media is the discovery of artists, musicians, and writers I'd be otherwise unaware of. I mean, it's a large function of these videos highlighting the work of artists I admire, but of course, each situation, each subject is different. And the subject of this vid presented an example of how the power of art can transform lives in both tangible and intangible ways. That subject sounds so clinical. That beautiful human is Coco Atkinson. I'm not even sure how we started following each other. I believe it was through Jeff of Spinwiz Comics. Check them out, by the way. Spinwiz is a great comic site. Great guy. So anyway, it was last October, and Coco was doing these amazing Inktober pieces, just stunning pieces. For those of you who don't know what Inktober is, it's like a hashtag. It's an event that occurs every October, and there are these prompts that encourage artists to post a piece based on whatever given prompt. So if it's a Wednesday and the prompt is demon horses, artists will put their spin on a demon horse, ink it, and post it. And you're supposed to do that each day of the month. I, of course, never post every day of the month because, I intend to, or I'm definitely stoked about it, but then I get caught up with other stuff. I'm not sure who makes the prompts, and I don't know what happens if you miss a day. I guess you lose or it doesn't count. And frankly, I don't give a cat's ass about your rules. But thankfully, Coco did follow the rules, so it was just such a joy to visit her Instagram every day and see the beautiful, unique ink pieces that she would post. And that led to me getting something really beautiful. So her Inktober pieces were only the beginning of my admiration of her work. Over time, Coco uh, began to post these incredible paintings, often with pics or videos of her process. And I was consistently blown away by the astronomical scope of her talent. One day she would post a painting. The next day, it could be a sculpture of some sort. Day after that, it would be like 3D modeling. And at least one Instagram story involved her with like a VR headset on. And she's like doing this crazy like 3D painting. But as a viewer, like we could see her standing next to the like painting coming to life. I'm not even totally sure like what was going on there, but it was like super dope and an almost funny display of her like just immense artistic talent. At some point, she made some of her paintings available for purchase, and I was super stoked to lend my support. Of course, I had the hardest time trying to decide which one to get, as they were just all outstanding. But I found myself, I kept going back to this one, the one you see behind me here. Besides it being aesthetically cool, the Coke certainly gives it a pop art feel that I love. The reason I kept going back to it is because I was almost haunted by it, but not in this kind of depressing, dark way. But it certainly made me, I always felt a certain way upon viewing it that I can't fully articulate. I know it's really personal for her, but I don't know the backstory to it or the inspiration. And that's a wonderful thing because I'm forever going to look at it and wonder, which is really cool. So there you have what I was talking about in terms of social media and art, the tangible and intangible effects. I mean, in a tangible way, obviously, like it has altered this space. So it's like this lovely new addition that I always get to see. And, if you guys watch these videos, you'll see it. And that's really cool. But it's, in the intangible way, it's always going to make me feel the way I somewhat described before, but it's always going to function as a reminder of how social media can be this really like positive, beautiful thing. So I'm really grateful for that. Grateful to Coco for that. Speaking of social media, thank you so much, guys, that consistently like Gnarly Science and stuff. It's cool. I've seen like the averages of the likes and stuff have gone up, and I know those are all arbitrary numbers, and people will say it's bullshit or whatever. But it is an indicator that it has been slowly growing. So I'm beyond grateful for that, and of course, I will return the kindness in kind. If I don't like your stuff, it's only because I'm an airhead, and I will certainly get to it. So yeah, that's it for now. I will be back soon with a vid on a comic or a game. I'm not sure yet. It's all very loose. But yeah, hopefully you guys will check that out. Be well, be seeing you. Peace.